Hello, and welcome back to video 2A, which overviews the National Sport Trust Fund Ontario portal. So as you can see under resources on Sport for Ontario's website, there is a flyout called Donations and Fundraising. And this is an overview of the National Sport Trust Fund Ontario. And today we're going to be reviewing the fundraising project application. I've split that up into posting a number of videos here today. Today is September the 27th, and there'll be a 2A and 2B, which will review the first half of the submission form, and then part 2 will be the last half. And then I'll probably make another video about emails that are created and so on and so forth, so you can see how robust the whole system is. So this has all been done within a system in Canada called Logiforms. I avoided using groups in the States. And if we go to just bring up the form right now, well, you'll see on this website that there'll be links to the form. There's the manual there. There's appendix here for things that you can download and use for motions, but I'll explain those things in a moment. We'll be adding some other elements to this website tomorrow, which is the videos that you'll be able to watch at your leisure. But we're also going to be having a board meeting on the 29th, and we'll need to vet a couple of documents before we'll post them up here, which is the selection committee and the fee structure. Then on the 29th, around 8 p.m. of September, you'll be able to officially come in and start using the fundraising project application form and go from there. So what I want to do is take you to the application form. You'll see it opens up quite robustly. It's built into our website, and all of the information that we collect through this portal will help us to build individual portals for yourself to run your fundraising campaigns on your own sites or from within our site. You can see that this is the overview, and it's steps 1 through 6. It's a 6-step process, and we will be reviewing steps 1 through 3 in part 2A of this video, 2A video, and the other elements 4 through 6 in 2B. As you can see, it states that in order for you to qualify, you must be a PSO or an affiliate member of Sport for Ontario and so forth, and that there's also the requirements for member clubs of those affiliated groups and or active member groups, which are the PSOs. If any of these groups are making an application, there's a link here of an appendice that you can open, which is a motion that your boards must adopt. So this is just a helpful piece of information. One is meant for provincial sport organizations. The other is meant for local clubs to use that as the motion to move forward to adopt such. So you can see that we've got listed here the 2016 members that are currently members of Sport for Ontario. And I have created a form within the Logiforms website called Member Form, 2016 members, and I'm just going to open up that form, and I'm going to add a new member. So this just shows you how robust the system is. We're going to add test PSO and my own personal email. Now, for each PSO that's in the system, we have an email, and the reason for that is when a member club makes an application, basically an email will be generated and sent to the PSO asking for their approval, making sure that they understand or know that this club that says they're a member of theirs, so they can actually authenticate and say that it's a member, and also review the information and make sure that it's something that fits within the standards of sort of whatever association is, and it's got some, good teeth to it. The emails are in here. I'm just blocking them so that we're not sharing anybody's information. I'm just going to minimize all this stuff. I'm going to bring back up the form. I'm just going to show you how robust it is. I'm just going to refresh the screen and see if test PSO is now down at the bottom. There it is. So that would be the first thing that one would select on a screen is test PSO or whatever the PSO name is. So let's just do test PSO. That's what we're going to do. And I would go to next. It would take me to the next page, and it's asking for all sorts of information. But you can notice that it's already got test PSO there. You'll notice also on these pages that there's red dots and blue eye icons. Each eye icon, if you put your cursor over it, gives you a little explanation. The red means that you need to fill this information in or else you can't continue. So there's two things here. This is passing this information through. If it was the PSO that was making the application, they just click on same as above. If it was a member club, they'd click on member club and they'd be asked to fill in their information. Once they do that, later on when the system, when you hit submit, it sends the email to the PSO for the PSO's endorsement. I've already started filling out this form over here on another page, so I'm just going to start walking through it and show you what I've filled in. So I've called this Test Sports Club. I'm going to choose a file. Why am I choosing a file? Because we're asking for corporate logos. Again, we're going to build a profile for you that you can utilize to either embed into your website and or we'll embed it into our own. So we're gathering the information of where your club is located, so on and so forth. We've got asking for not-for-profit numbers. I made these things up. We go all the way back to 1900. So I'm not sure that there's any organization out there that needs anything beyond that. And we'll just continue with next. For part 3 is actually the information about the project. It takes 3 weeks for us to process your application. So even when you put in today's the 27th, 3 weeks from today is the 18th. So the sooner you could start is actually the 18th. The system has set it up that. And the latest that you can go is to the 31st of the year. We will have a application fee, and then if you want to go concurrently into another year, there's a renewal fee, extended fee. You would put in the project information, an overview of what it is you're doing, what the proceeds will be used for, and the methods of procuring the donations. If you had solicitation materials that you were going to be using to email out to people to solicit their things, you could say, yes, we would choose to take that file and upload it and make it part of your portal, or you don't have to share it with us. But the more information you give us, the better we can facilitate building a site for you. Then you would put in the amount of money that you're going to hopefully be raising, and usually click check that you'll be looking for donations through checks, PayPal, or credit cards. And if you were getting other donations like gifts in kind or planned gifts, we're asking for more information on that. There's another form that you'd be filling out. So let's stop this for now as the end of part 2A, and then we'll get into the rest in part 2B.